This seduction, how does it work, and why do some people want something in the beginning? Like, because it's more than just the looks, it's like the feeling that you can get from that thing. Imagine, like, if you want to actually get someone, the way that they make you feel is important. And they will understand if you want something, if you like want something too much, it's going to run away from you. But if you want something and you would show them like that you're not desperate for it, they would respect that. Because it's a complicated topic. You see the history of the most successful guys and the people in the seduction, they were usually not the most beautiful people. Even like if you go to the history, Cleopatra, some of the let's say queens that used to like leave, they were not the most beautiful people, but yet how do they seduce? And because seduction happens in the deep psychology, it's not a basic thing that okay, that person looks really good. I mean, these days, like a lot of women look very much similar because of the social media, because they get a nose job, they get like the body in a specific way that they all kind of look the same. But before they were not like that, and they were like more natural. And deep down, it's about the characteristics that they have. Imagine you see someone because the game of seduction is completely different if you're a guy or if you're a woman, because guys would fall in love with their eyes. A guy would look at a woman, and the woman would be trying to like dress up and wear makeup to do that kind of thing to be chosen. Simultaneously, the women will be not fooled by the visuals alone. So she would prefer someone who can talk really well. She would fall in love with her ears. And that's why a lot of men would be singing the songs, would be good storytellers, would be good actors, and sometimes would be good liars. And that's the common misconception these days. I'm curious to know what you guys think because seduction is a very deep kind of topic and it would need a lot of attention because you want something and at the same time it's like there are a lot of things happening. I mean, imagine this. It's kind of difficult to explain it in words because if you think you can or you cannot do something, either way you're right. Because if you approach someone and you be like confident, you can get it. But if you don't be confident, you cannot believe in yourself, well, they're gonna see someone who's not gonna believe in themselves and you're gonna get rejected. It's a very complicated kind of process and they would see through you. So what I would say is that how can we use this kind of knowledge, Momo? Well, that's a very good question. First, prior to do anything, you should study it and you should try to increase your knowledge on it. So, for example, on the seduction, it's a matter of fact game kind of thing that you should know how to play it. And women after the age of 25, they exactly know how to wear a mask. You're not seeing her, you're seeing the exact version of her that she wants to show you. It's like she's acting. But the women before 25, they're like more real. That's why a lot of men would prefer to date women much younger because you're seeing who she really is and at the prime of, let's say, beauty and body and everything. Because let's be honest, I'm gonna be unapologetic about this one. Women are like sold based on the beauty. It's like the rose that if it's not like beautiful, no one is going to buy the rose. Like if you see a flower that's like not that pretty, it loses value. So if it's just on the value of the beauty, they would prefer to wear makeup, they would prefer to do some stuff. And we have a concept called the female kind of psychology. It's completely different from any other thing. And I learned it through experience in my life because it's not like anything you have ever imagined. It's something completely different because women think differently. And whether you are ready for it or not, well, you just have to prepare for that because a lot of people who are successful, who are rich, who have a lot of things in their lives still struggle to actually cope with the women because they're not logical creatures, they're emotional. And you need to show them like a kind gesture. Like the most successful guys with women, they're not the tough guys that will be like, yeah, we're tough. They're really the calm guys. They'll be very calm, very nice, but at the same time, when they feel like the boundaries are just being pushed, they will completely change. I've seen it a few times with my friends. They were like really friendly with the girlfriend and everything, and they were like really having a good time. But from time to time, the guy has to show that, okay, don't push me around. This is my boundary. If you try to push me, I'm going to leave. And the person who's willing to walk away would be respected. Because let's be honest, if you would think that, okay, whatever you do, you have this, so you're not going to care about it. You're going to be, okay, I have this in my pocket, so I go explore these options, and I always have this one. That's a low quality guy, by the way. Because a woman who has a guy and the guy is not really having a lot of options, the woman can actually be sure that she can go and explore other people and simultaneously nothing is going to happen and she's gonna keep this one. But here's the twist. A lot of guys actually would act like that. They would give the woman like, okay, I love you very much and this, and the woman doesn't respect that because the woman will look at you and criticize you. They're very smart creatures, by the way, the women. And I love women. I love my mother and all of the beautiful women. And they're like really interesting uh, human beings, but they're very different from guys. What you do to your guy friends, you cannot completely do it to your female friends because they're completely different. The years of evolution are different. So if you understand the concept of a woman, that how she criticizes you, how she talks about most personal thing to her friends, about everything that you've done, and they would do a group thinking, and the group would decide what to do with you. And these are like really interesting kind of concepts. And if you don't know them, you go through life, and throughout the interaction you have with women, you understand that, okay, what I did with my guy friends, what I tell them, it doesn't have the exact outcome. It's very simple. It's because they think differently. They would go to a concept based on their emotions, not what you say. It's how she feels by what you say. Imagine, you can say, for example, the word shut up, but if you say it in a friendly way, it's like shut up, and you laugh it off, it's something. But if you raise your voice and say it in a loud way, it's a scary thing. It might cause some argument. So that's the delicate kind of touch that you should be aware of. Because most of the time it's not about what you say, but how you say it. And if you know that one, well, you will be of more kind of success. And of course, it comes with practice. You cannot say, okay, I'm great. I would say, if you think like you're professional, you failed because life is a long, journey, and you need to do a lifelong kind of learning. Try the experiences, try talking to people, and you see what happens. You talk to some people, they like you, you like them, you see what happens, you go through it. But if you show affection very early on, it's going to be a loss because you're going to communicate very early that you want this, and they're going to feel it, and they're going to back off, and they're going to be like, why? What do I get in this? Why is it so desperate? And then you lose everything. So seduction is a game of push and pull. Like you have to pull a little bit so you will be seen as you're interested, but at the same time just stop and step back and let them go. It's like a dance. It's like a tango dance that you have to move forward, you have to move backward. You got to have a right dancer with you. If she refuses to dance with you, it's not the right person for you. It's very easy because the game of seduction is basically on the fact that you should find the right person in the first place. Because if you invest your time, your money, your energy in the wrong person, sooner or later she's going to walk away. Well, you have wasted your time. So first you have to understand that, okay, this is the right fit, and then through that you actually continue, and that would lead to marriage, having children, have a successful life, being happy, or it will lead to a very beautiful kind of experience that you guys would be very happy together. But otherwise, if you pick a woman that doesn't respect you, that doesn't care about you, that you cannot change that woman. I had this mistake a few times that I liked the woman, I invested a lot in her, and I was like, okay, she's very nice. I have to do this. How can I change her? Well, the thing is that you probably won't be able to, because it would demand a lot of resources, a lot of energy, and at the same time, let's be honest, that woman has a lot of options. So you are not competing to get her. You're competing against a lot of guys to get her. I want to be very clear upfront, so you can understand it very easily. Because that's the thing, the guys need to compete, so the best, the strongest guy would be chosen. Even in the animal kingdom, it's like that. Like if you see, like the peacock feather, the male peacock has the most beautiful feather. He would just bring them up, and he would look like really interesting. So the woman would choose that. Why is it like that? Because the woman is going to invest the time and the body and go through pressure of pregnancy, and those 9 months of pregnancy for a woman, she cannot do many things. She's very fragile, and she needs someone to take care of her, and there's no guarantee that there will be a successful giving birth, and that's a huge kind of stress that she's going through. So she needs to make sure that this is the right fit. Otherwise, it's not going to work out. But when you see these days of dating, it's like really interesting, because women are delusional. They would say, hey, I want a guy who's got this, that, and he has to do all these things. And you'd be like, wow, man, why? What is this? Why should a guy do any of those things? I mean, imagine like this. A guy should go out with a woman on a date. He's supposed to pick the woman, it's fine. Pay for the fucking dinner, which is also fine. I get that. You should prepare a dinner and everything. But at the same time, if a guy works and gets paid basically on an hourly basis, he needs to work a few hours so that he can afford to take the woman outside. And the woman would sit there criticizing him. It's like, yeah, no, yeah, that my friend has something else, like, like this. And then the poor guy would be like, oh man, what can I do? What can I offer more? And honestly speaking, this is the only concept and reason behind me building this YouTube channel, because I see a lot of guys struggling, and the women are like really like taking advantage of the guys these days. And the woman would be criticizing the man, hey, you have to do all of these things for me, and then we can do this. No, I don't have to do anything for you. You go with your feminist kind of friends. If you're actually a feminist and we go out to the dinner, if you think that you're the same as a guy, why don't you pay for yourself? Why don't you pay for the guy actually? So why does it change when it's based on your favor? You say, I'm a feminist, but when it's down to your disadvantage, you'll be like, no, that's the guy has to do that. Let's see, in Ukraine, they're having a war, okay? It's been an ongoing war. All of the soldiers in Ukraine are male. All of the women has flew out of Ukraine. They're in different countries. Why is it like that? All the Ukrainian soldiers, men, are dying going to the war, but the females are like, oh no, okay, we would go and you guys go with the war. Because that time they sense it that she doesn't belong to a battlefield. That's the reality. So when you go and see these people, be like, okay, let's start a life together. I mean, Years ago, it was not like that. Like our time of our ancestors, our grandpas, they had a basic life. They had a humble home, a job, they ate, and they had a good life, and they were happy. But these days, because of social media, because of comparison, because of the fact that they would talk to their friends and they would compare, okay, what did that guy get you? Oh no, what did this guy do? Where do you guys go out for the dinner? And they put a story on the social media, on Instagram or on TikTok. Everybody is comparing, and comparison is a thief of the joy. Comparison is the thief of the joy. It kills the joy instantly. So if you do it many, many times, you're gonna just feel empty on the inside. And that's a problem that we face these days on a daily basis. But it all has happened outside. It's not that, I believe personally, that some men have used feminism to help the women, at the same time to like indirectly cross out a few other guys. So it comes from above, hits them, and goes in another way. I hope that you understand. It's not like women got power. Look at some of these kind of videos, how women say, we don't need men, no, this, that. But when it comes down to the reality, well, I mean, an OnlyFans woman that comes and says she doesn't need men. Well, the only subscribers that she has are men. So basically, they're paying for you. So you need them. Or the construction worker are the men. So all the place that you're living in is like made by men. So men build all this kind of things. I'm not saying this because I'm a guy. I don't really care. But I'm just saying, where did all this hate come from? Like, it's not like the guy did anything wrong to the women. It's like the women these days, they don't really care. They're like careless, and they're like, yeah, we want to do everything we want. They're selfish. Like that, you cannot have a good, happy kind of relationship. If you want to be happy in your life, if you want to actually get something that is worthy, you need to show some attitude, and you need to be there for the other person. It's not like you just take care of yourself and say, yeah, my body, my choice, whatever. It doesn't work like that. And if you go on dating market, good luck with you, my friend. Because a lot of people these days, they have some serious mental issues. And you go talk to them, on the surface they're nice. First few dates you go like, okay, yeah, very nice. I mean, the first date is very basic. But when you get to know them on a deeper level, you understand that, wow, and they mentally, like, they have some problems. And they take some antidepressant kind of pills, and they have some issues. And it's difficult, like you think, okay, this time and era in our life, we have the phone, we have AI, we have everything, but at the same time still, a lot of people are really depressed, and it's like that. It's because they're comparing their lives to everybody else. It's just the truth. And by the way, yeah, feel free to let me know down in the comments what you guys think, because I'm curious to know also your idea, and it's a good thing. But all in all, seduction is a way that you should find the right person, and through this kind of getting back and they trying to get you, you would test the right person with you. It's like a dance. Otherwise, it's just a waste of time. You waste your time and energy on someone that doesn't care, that is going to go to the next one. If she wants to go, good, you know it. So just leave her, let her go, find a better guy, because she's not the right fit for you. Because you cannot keep her right there. Because if you keep her right there, she's not going to respect you. I hope that you like the video, because I tried to be very honest with you guys. And until the next one, I hope that you have a peaceful mind. And yeah, take care.